Welcome back, Sigma ladies, to the Sigma Lady, the place where individuality reigns supreme and independence is celebrated as the ultimate power move. Today we're diving into something that's often left unspoken, the realities of relationships for women like you. Here's a thought to set the tone. True connection is built on understanding, not compromise. Relationships aren't about fitting into a mold. They're about creating a space where two authentic selves can thrive. This video isn't here to sugarcoat or offer surface-level advice. It's here to challenge, inspire, and empower you with truths that can transform how you approach relationships. If you're new here, subscribe to join a community that understands your journey, because being a Sigma lady means always striving for growth, wisdom, and authenticity. The strength paradox. Attraction meets intimidation. Being a Sigma lady means exuding a strength that's hard to ignore. Your independence, confidence, and ability to navigate life on your own terms draw people to you like moths to a flame. But here's the paradox. While your strength is magnetic, it can also be intimidating, especially in the context of romantic relationships. Why is this? For centuries, traditional gender roles have painted men as providers, protectors, and decision-makers. When you step into the picture as someone who doesn't need protection or provision, it can shake the foundations of how some men perceive their role in a relationship. This isn't about you, it's about unlearning societal expectations that have been ingrained for generations. However, not all men view your strength as a challenge. In fact, the right ones will find it refreshing and inspiring. They'll see your independence not as a threat, but as a testament to your resilience and self-worth. The key is to differentiate between those who admire your strength and those who feel diminished by it. In practice, navigating this paradox involves clear communication and mutual respect. For example, if your independence causes tension, address it head-on. Explain that your ability to stand on your own doesn't negate your appreciation for their support. Highlight the difference between needing someone and choosing someone, a powerful distinction that underscores your commitment to authenticity. Ultimately, your strength is your superpower. It sets you apart and attracts the kind of people who respect and value you for who you are. Anyone who's intimidated by it simply isn't aligned with your path. Embrace this truth and let it guide you toward relationships that enhance, rather than hinder, your journey. 2. The unseen language of support. Support in relationships isn't always loud or grand. It often speaks in whispers and small, meaningful actions. For Sigma ladies, understanding the nuances of how support manifests can be a game-changer. You might find yourself looking for overt declarations of encouragement or explicit gestures of care, but often true support lies in the subtle. For example, imagine a partner who doesn't shower you with constant compliments, but ensures your car is always fueled or remembers to pack your favorite snack for a road trip. These actions, though quiet, communicate thoughtfulness and care. They're a reflection of their investment in your well-being, even if it doesn't come with flowery words or dramatic gestures. The challenge for many Sigma ladies is recognizing and appreciating these subtleties. Your independence might make you quick to dismiss help or interpret quiet acts of support as insignificant, but taking a closer look can reveal the depth of someone's care. It's about stepping back and asking yourself, is this person showing up for me in ways that matter, even if it's not in the way I expect? At the same time, it's important to communicate your own needs. If verbal affirmation or specific acts of service resonate with you, don't hesitate to share that. Relationships thrive on understanding, and part of that is articulating what makes you feel supported and valued. Support is a two-way street. While you're strong and self-reliant, allowing someone to support you doesn't diminish your independence. It strengthens the bond. It's a way of saying, I trust you enough to let you be part of my journey. The beauty of this dynamic lies in its reciprocity. When both partners show up for each other in meaningful ways, the connection becomes unbreakable. 3. Emotional echo chambers. Why vulnerability matters. As a Sigma lady, you likely take pride in your emotional resilience and ability to handle life's challenges without leaning on others. But when it comes to relationships, this independence can sometimes make vulnerability feel like a foreign concept. And here's the truth. Vulnerability is essential for deep, meaningful connections for both you and your partner. Many men, however, are conditioned to equate vulnerability with weakness. From a young age, societal norms often discourage boys from expressing emotions openly, leading to emotional barriers in adulthood. In a relationship, this can manifest as hesitation or discomfort when it comes to sharing feelings. For a Sigma lady who values authenticity and emotional depth, this may feel like a disconnect. The key here is patience and creating a safe emotional environment. Vulnerability doesn't happen overnight. It's built over time, brick by brick. For example, instead of expecting your partner to share everything immediately, celebrate the small steps they take. Maybe they confide in you about a stressful day at work or share a memory they've never told anyone before. These moments are the foundation of emotional trust. At the same time, don't shy away from showing your own vulnerability. Letting your partner see the parts of you that aren't always polished or composed can strengthen the connection. It's not about losing your independence. It's about allowing someone to witness your full self. Remember, vulnerability is a two-way mirror. It reflects your willingness to be open and invites the same in return. When both partners embrace this dynamic, the relationship transforms from surface level to deeply fulfilling, offering both security and growth. 4. Boundaries, your superpower, their mystery. Boundaries are one of the Sigma lady's greatest assets. They're your way of protecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being. But in relationships, they can often be misunderstood, seen as walls instead of what they truly are, gateways to mutual respect. For many people, boundaries can feel unfamiliar or even threatening. Society often romanticizes the idea of self-sacrifice in relationships, equating love with an endless willingness to give. But as a Sigma lady, you know that love isn't about losing yourself. It's about building something together without compromising your individuality. Consider a scenario where your partner wants to spend every weekend together, but you need occasional solitude to recharge. Instead of avoiding the conversation, approach it with clarity and empathy. Say something like, "I love our time together, but I also need moments to reflect and recharge. It helps me show up as my best self in this relationship." Setting boundaries isn't about rejection. It's about creating a balanced dynamic where both partners feel valued and understood. The right person will not only respect your boundaries, but also appreciate the thoughtfulness behind them. They'll see them as a sign of self-awareness, not a lack of commitment. Over time, boundaries become a cornerstone of trust. They ensure that both individuals have the space to grow, thrive, and bring their best selves to the relationship. Remember, Sigma ladies, your boundaries aren't barriers. They're bridges to healthier, more fulfilling connections. The illusion of competition. As a Sigma lady, success is part of your DNA. You set goals, work hard, and achieve milestones that others may only dream of. But here's a hard truth. Not everyone will celebrate your victories. In some relationships, your success can inadvertently trigger feelings of inadequacy or competition in your partner. This isn't your fault. It's a reflection of societal pressures that tie masculinity to dominance and control. For some men, seeing their partner succeed can feel like a threat to their own identity. But here's the silver lining. The right partner won't see your success as a challenge. They'll see it as a shared victory. To navigate this, focus on building a foundation of mutual support and encouragement. For instance, involve your partner in your successes. Share your goals and ask for their input, making them feel like an integral part of your journey. At the same time, celebrate their achievements with the same enthusiasm you'd hope to receive. It's also important to recognize when competition becomes toxic. If a partner constantly undermines your accomplishments or tries to outshine you, it's a sign that they're not secure enough to be in a healthy, balanced relationship with someone as driven as you. Your success isn't just a personal achievement. It's a testament to your resilience, intelligence, and ambition. Never shrink yourself to make someone else comfortable. The right partner will stand beside you, not in front of or behind you, and will cheer you on every step of the way. 6. The fallacy of need in relationships. Sigma ladies, society often equates love with dependence, a narrative that says to be in love is to need someone completely. But for women like you, this idea doesn't fit. You've redefined relationships as a choice, not a necessity. Love for you is about mutual respect, shared growth and companionship, not filling a void or relying on someone to complete you. This perspective can be both empowering and challenging. Some people might misinterpret your self-sufficiency as aloofness or a lack of emotional depth. They may expect you to depend on them for validation, decision-making, or even basic life needs. But you've built a life where you are your own anchor, and that's a strength, not a shortcoming. The challenge lies in finding someone who complements your independence without feeling threatened by it. The right partner will see your autonomy as a gift and appreciate that your love is freely given, not conditional on reliance. To navigate this, it's important to communicate your perspective early in the relationship. For example, share how you view love as a partnership of equals rather than a dynamic of dependence. But remember, independence doesn't mean rejecting help or connection. Allowing your partner to support you when needed doesn't diminish your strength. It enhances the relationship by fostering trust and reciprocity. Love thrives not when you need someone, but when you choose them, and they choose you back every single day. 7. Communication beyond words. Communication is the heartbeat of any relationship, but Sigma ladies, here's where it gets tricky. Not everyone communicates like you do. While you might prioritize clarity, directness, and honesty, many people, especially men, are less straightforward. They might rely on subtle actions or nonverbal cues to express their feelings, expecting you to interpret them. For instance, a partner might not say, "I miss you," but they'll rearrange their schedule just to spend more time with you. They might not explicitly praise your achievements, but will brag about you to their friends when you're not around. These small, often unnoticed gestures are their way of speaking a love language that doesn't always align with words. The challenge for you is twofold: learning to recognize these nonverbal expressions of love, while also ensuring your own communication needs are met. If you value verbal affirmation, let your partner know. Say something like, "I really appreciate it when you express your feelings directly. It helps me feel connected to you." At the same time, don't dismiss the quieter ways they show care. Look for patterns in their actions and consider what they might be trying to convey. Balancing these two perspectives, understanding their communication style while staying true to your own, can bridge the gap and strengthen your connection. In the end, communication isn't just about words. It's about understanding, patience, and the willingness to meet each other halfway. With this approach, you'll create a relationship where both partners feel seen, heard, and valued. Sigma ladies, relationships aren't about losing yourself. They're about creating something extraordinary while staying true to who you are. The truths we've explored today aren't just lessons. They're reminders of your strength, wisdom, and worth. As you navigate the complexities of love, remember this: the right partner won't just tolerate your independence, they'll cherish it. They won't just accept your boundaries, they'll honor them. And most importantly, they'll see your light not as something to dim, but as something to celebrate. If this video resonated with you, let's keep the conversation alive. Share your thoughts, insights, or even your own experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Sigma Lady to join a community that's redefining relationships and rewriting the narrative for independent women everywhere. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and never forget, the world needs more Sigma ladies like you. See you soon.